And I will continue to my part of the presentation. So I'm really sorry I haven't prepared that really good, but I have prepared this Notebook LM. Any of you know about Notebook LM? This is a perfect software for like making really fast slide decks. Maybe you really lack of time, but you have a lot of data you want to share. And for example, I have my project that I'll talk about. I made it for myself. This is a project for self, let's say, and it is not advertised. It is not publicly like shared and so on. I shared it actually on my GitHub. You may check it. It is called EdgeScribe. Like this, you may say like EdgeScribe. There's a description, installation, and so on. EdgeScribe. I will tell about it shortly. So we are all talking about the edge computing, the local AI, and this information security. And one of the principles and one of the parts of my life, of my work, I have got touched with the security is the part when I use the transcription, the audio transcription. Let's say I have made a lot of meetings, let's say with my colleagues, with the boss, maybe I have made meetings and some Zoom calls. I want to take notes because I really do like storing my information, like let's say in the Obsidian here. You know how many of you know this application, the Obsidian? So this is really cool application for managing knowledge, storing data, information. I will not show anything, so please don't hack my laptop. And I always do notes. I make notes because it is hard to keep all information in your brain. You might forget about something. And during my sessions and meetings, I also make notes on my own and record, and I give it to transcription service to analyze the text and then summarize it somewhere else. And I think about my security. Let's say there's a project, a very important project, this is NDA, something is happening corporate. I don't want this data to leak to some 11 labs and so on. That's why, let's see, we have the dilemma, and in here we have that the storage, that we send data to somewhere to the cloud for the transcription service, let's say 11 Labs, AutoAI, or TurboScribe. Some of them offer some free credits, then you have to pay, or some of them give you free, like 3 times free, yes, transcription, but it is all stored somewhere. You send data. I don't like it. I don't want to send data. I don't know about this data. I don't know whether it is saved or deleted. I'm not sure about it. Even they write it in their privacy policy. I'm not sure. I really want to keep this local. And that's why there's options to make it local. So we have this local first architecture when you can use the programmed version, the AI, which is called Whisper AI, which is publicly available on the GitHub, and program some website where you can upload information and transcribe. For example, this OpenAI's Whisper is publicly available. You can download the model once, let's say it's 1 to 2 gigabytes, and it will be stored and cached on your computer. It will always use this like your cached information. So it will require a little CPU, but it is not that, well, how can I say, that requiring RAM and so on as a Llama does, the Gemma, and not consuming that much. And this is the simple user interface. Let's say we have this upload. We can detect some speakers. We can see the timeline of transcribing, and then we can see the complete information. It can also split into speakers. So speaker 1, speaker 2, detection, diarizing is also applicable. And we have the 3 ways of using it. Let's say web user interface, or some command line interface, or for integration. This is also an important thing I will talk about a little further, but it's really important. And the input-output formats, like accepting all the formats, thanks to the software as called FFmpeg. Have you heard about it? This very powerful software and really slim. It's cool.
I've seen NAN for agents. The NAN.
It's like, yeah, you may adapt it. I will talk about it in the end of the.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Let's say, and very easy. So there's a library for the Python. You may code the Python. You may get the library. You add the model, and you have configure some information, and then you say transcribe this audio file, and it will split into segments and then start transcribing. Transcription, well, it supports different various languages, but I couldn't get it transcribed to Turkmen language pretty good. Like it didn't transcribe. And some simple commands. Let's say we have the model. It gets model. Then it has a transcription service, uses the specific transcription as a default one. We can set another transcription model, let's say some lighter for easier transcriptions, so faster transcriptions. And there's an API that will get the information and upload. You may use the API. It will have the jobs. You can monitor whether your job is completed or not. Some requirements. I tested on my AMD Ryzen 7 Pro in 14 gigabytes of RAM, CPU only, this laptop, and it did good, the 10 minutes audio in 5 minutes, but it could perform better. For example, you have to think about deployment and what, if you will share it, if you deploy it on your cloud server, you should think about the memory and the CPU. Well, yes?
You needed
GPU? No GPU, I didn't use GPU. Then some Docker configuration for deployments. Some of you used Docker before, so it's just a simple container. When you don't want to do deployment on your own, just make a container and just run it as a simple application execution. And the Nginx, do you know what Nginx is? Nginx for serving your front end, let's say, and adding the security and some API configurations here, and then in the end, after you secured your deployment, you made this deployment really good, and then some requirements for, let's say, AWS or Kubernetes requirements if you want to go production, more serious. Let's say you want to offer the transcription service locally or on some corporate business. You want to say, we can deploy it. This is the basic requirements we need. And all information will be stored locally, and we will use we will require this data. And some productions information, so there's a rate limiting, handling, some model caching. You pull the model once and it'll start using this model. And yeah, let's first check how it performs. I have a demo. Let's make a demo. This is the app. You can git pull it, and let's say I made it simpler. I hope it will help. Some makefile. I asked AI to summarize the stuff and then make serve. Whenever we have it, it is serving right now. And let's say this is our interface. Pretty cool, right? And then we can record. Let's say click to start. So this is a small recording of the transcription service for a testing purpose. And then we can detect the language or give it to detect it himself. Maybe there are some speakers you know about. You can go per phrase or per some seconds, and you can use the model. Let's say large model or turbo model. So transcribe, it will start loading model, some analyzing, and in the end, eventually we will have it. We will have the thing that I said, transcript and prepared for subtitles. Anyone else knows the use case? Maybe before I will dive into the use case, someone knows? Okay, this is a small recording of the transcription service for a testing purpose. The thing that I said, we can copy it, we can download TXT or SRT. Do you know this SRT is? What? Subtitles, right? That's right, that's right. The use case is, yes?
Can I get a photo about the link to your...
Sure. In the end, I will share the link. And let's say you are doing the YouTube video and you want to make a good description. I used it for this. I want to make a good description, proper description, so user know what they are looking for. And or make a timeline. Let's say for this timeline we have discussed this information, and the AI will summarize, put the timeline, and will split into timelines. This is also one of the use case. Let's try with upload. So what we have here. Oh, can I hear? Vulnerability, something. It says something about vulnerability. Maybe we can try to upload and transcribe this video. And we can say Russian and 2 speakers and per phrase and turbo model, and it will go there. And after that we can try with your options as well.
Only if you want.
And yeah, until well, this will not take a while. It will take a while, not long. So it did some transcription here, and we can see there's vulnerability, and maybe with a proper and good microphone, it might record better and go better. You want to try demo?
If you want.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Just
Just
come over.
click this button.
Okay.
Come on. Let's click the button and
Transcribe?
yeah.
And I should go for
Just
Spanish,
click the
though.
button for recording.
But for Spanish though, right?
No, you can do
It's auto detect?
Yes,
Okay.
let's do auto
There's
detect.
auto detect.
Let's do and
I'll speak slow.
start.
Hola, me llamo Samuel. Me gusta computador.
That's cool.
Let's see if it gets it.
Is this music? Something?
No. Says,
So,
hi,
let's see.
It should say, hi, my name is Sam. I like computers.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah, that's right. And so let's see how it. A
How
bit
big is
slow. Like I hear my fan.
Is it going?
It's done. So
Yeah. Yeah. it's
So
perfect.
start, hola.
Me gusta. That's perfect.
mi llamo Samuel, me gusta
Yeah. It
computador.
says, hola is hello. Me llamo is my name is, right? Me gusta computers. I like computers. Yeah. So it did it perfectly.
Yeah, cool.
Nailed it.
Cool. So we see that we can do this locally, all local. Wait. Not yet. It is all local. So it is all local. You can download it. You can try yourself,
Wow.
whatever. And let's get back to the slide deck
Nice.
because I have an interesting thing to continue. Okay, yeah. So let's go to what we can do with it. What we can do with it. The approach that I'm interested in is a smart home. This is a home assistant, let's say, the application, or some smart home application. When we have this, let's say, whatever, like some specifically speaker that analyzes the behavior of a person. If someone says, I'm exhausted, and it will automatically detect and analyze and go make lights, make climate, prepare some water, and so on. So we have this microphone that goes to EdgeScribe, that goes to local LM. For example, for Home Assistant, it will make some tasks according to this, some actions. For local LLM, for example, you are doing a Zoom meeting, and on a Zoom meeting there's an AI that actually summarizes it already. But in corporate, they don't use AI, ChatGPT, they don't send any documentation to ChatGPT. They are not allowed to use the ChatGPT. And let's say you want to summarize, it's a good feature, it's a technology. But by making it local, deploying it local, and by adding this feature, for example, they have summarized the speaker notes, the speaker's transcription, and it's sent automatically to Olama with Gemma, let's say Gemma's region 4, and it summarizes the meeting notes for you, and you are ready. You made the same thing what Zoom offers you for subscription. The two disadvantages: subscription and the
Security.
the data leak. That's right, security, and no internet, no internet in any stage. Let's go further, and this is the end, the last slide, but this link you may try. This is the repository link. You may go ahead and pull it and try it. And thank you very much. If you have any thoughts, please, maybe we can start a discussion about it, and whatever you can add to the discussion. Maybe any use cases we can do.
Can
with this.
I
Yes.
create program? Can I use it with my clients? Like they explain me technical details, what they want, and sometimes I forgot. Sometimes
Yeah.
I misinterpret or.
That's right.
My memory is not so good.
That's right.
Is it okay? Like it is different person, not my team. It's like outside of the company. But the records I store in my laptop.
So you think about the what is that? The ethics of recording.
Yeah, ethics, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say you are telling to these people, I'm recording before starting recording.
Is it okay
You know,
to
you are aware, I'm recording this meeting because I don't want to forget. I'm not sending to anywhere.
states it's
I
illegal.
have this
Yeah.
application.
Right.
It is all local and it's fine.
Right.
So if while they know
Consent.
about it,
You
while
ask
they're
them,
aware
yeah.
about your recording, it is fine. So and it's really good actually to use this
Consent.
technology. Yeah, and you use it, and you are always on the page. You remember all the meetings, what happened, some details that you might forgot. I know it's always pain when you forget about some specific technical information. What about others?
Yeah, I'm more interested in, is it possible to train on Turkmen language? Did you try that?
Well, this is
Or-
a question for other developers. Maybe Bakhtiar one could tell.
Yeah, like, do we have any open models that we
Not
could
like
maybe-
open, but each company working on like that's every company working for models for that sense. Like
Okay.
каждая компания работает на своей модели. No any open models.
Is it reliable? Like, no, I think I know that you built this. Is it reliable? Is it like doing transcription well enough? Or there's lots of errors?
It's tomorrow I will show them.
Okay.
Tomorrow we have the presentation, and the Bakhtiar Mehmedov will be speaker about this information. So join us for tomorrow. This is the same time, and this is my slide deck. Maybe someone else wants to ask something, maybe add to the topic. Where would you use it? I really want to hear where could you use this local transcription other than these approaches. Whenever we have.
You can use like, I say min Jarvis.
Okay,
You know,
cool.
I say I want to create my min Jarvis. Like,
Yeah.
say create this file and say some coding like
Mhm.
use like tools, and when I doing something, he's helping like assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Do the deer. I don't want to waste my time in mkdir. It's a common touch and none. He can only.
I get it.
He can do by himself.
Yeah, then
By
you
with my command. I
then
can
you gotta
use it.
combine.
Yeah.
You gotta combine this CLI with the what or do you remember I told you about some either chat AI dear
told, but
chat?
I don't,
You may try to add it.
I tried, but I don't find it.
Well, we can search for it together. Better. Anyone else? Any
Yeah,
other?
I would also add the accessibility cases for the deaf people who cannot hear. It might give the text.
Text.
And, yeah.
This is the same like text. Actually, this is a speech to text, but AI driven, more accurate, more clear. By the way, while developing the smart home application with my team at the University of August Khan, we faced the issue of the audio transcription. For example, we have this speaker that accepts commands, voice commands. We say like someone, like the AI agent, hey agent, turn on the lights, and it should turn on the light. But to make this, our developer had to train a lot of voices and synthesize and will link to these voice, the accuracy to the specific command. And it's really heavy to get the right command done. And for example, in this case, we have the AI that is much more accurate. And for example, you can say lights on or turn the lights. It is the meaning of both commands will be the same command of turning on the light. So within a smart way, we should not have the strict command to say, let's say, turn the lights on. You may say just lights on, let's get some lights, and so on. It will be easier, it will be more convenient, it will be more, the user experience side will be better by using the technology. And it will not require that much memory and power as the Olama does.
How many runs consuming?
So currently I'm running, let us see, actually I'm currently running the model. Let's see how it behaves and performs. And HTOP, let's do an HTOP. And we currently have like 8 gigabytes of memory here. It is already loaded here. You can see the 8 gigabytes gigs of 14 gigs are loaded, and I have swap file for additional 16 gigabytes. Yeah, gotta do this. And let's add that long video, or maybe the same short video. Let's try to transcribe and see how it will behave. Let's do transcription, and we check. You see how it started changing, but not. Yeah, it started loading. Okay, sorry for this. And it didn't get much. It is done. Yeah, you may notice that this CPUs consume much more than the read access memory. So RAM, CPU did consume more memory, more data.
Percentages?
Yes.
How much percentage consuming?
So you notice that it is almost 80%, like 70%. It was there, like these CPUs.
70 or 17?
70% were really active, the memory. And you may notice also here in these memories, the resources that they use, the virtual resource, the shared resource. Whenever we click transcribe, we come here and we see the transcription API start using CPU percentage, and the memory is 10%, and 30%, and 100%, 99%. You can see, and the virtual memory is 6, and it's done. So, CPU is really important in this case. Well, that's it. Maybe someone else has some ideas and walk through use cases. If not, we can keep going into the cybersecurity side, or shall we complete on this?
Lando said I have to go.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So we can wrap on this.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Great.
Yeah. So this was the
You publish
session.
this on the YouTube?
Yeah, well, it will be available.
Yeah.
All the sessions will be available,
Nice.
hopefully. Thanks everyone for joining.
Yeah.
And let's not to go away right now. Let's take some picture together.
Yeah.
Downstairs we have the cubes, the GDG cubes.